Hello there, my fine friends. How are we all doing tonight?
Great.
Excellent. I shall begin, shall I not? Okay. On the Implausibility of the Death Star's Trash Compactor by J.M. Tyree. I maintain that the Death Star's Trash Compactor, as depicted in the movie Star Wars, is implausible, unworkable, and moreover, inefficient. The trash compactor debate turns on as whether the Death Star ejects its trash into space. I, for one, believe that it does. Though we never see this Death Star ejecting its trash into space, we do see another Empire ship, the so-called Star Destroyer, if I must, ejecting its trash into space. I therefore see no reason to suspect that Empire protocol dictating trash be ejected into space would not equally apply to all Empire starcraft, including our Death Star. The Death Star clearly has a massive garbage disposal problem. Given its size and massive personnel, the amount of waste it generates, food, broken equipment, excrement, and the like, boggles the imagination. That said, I cannot fathom how an organization such as ruthlessly and efficiently run as the Empire would have signed off on such a dangerous and unsanitary garbage disposal system as the one depicted in the movie. Here are the problems as I can ascertain them with the garbage disposal system. Number one, assuming how Princess Leia could possibly know the vent she blasts open would lead to the Death Star, or in fact that it would lead to any good rescue place for the crew, why are there vents leading down there in the first place? Would not vents leading from any garbage disposal system allow the rotten smell of spores, mold, etc. to sweep up into the rest of the Death Star? Would it not have been more prudent for the designers of the Death Star to opt for a closed system, like a septic tank? Number two, why do both walls of the trash compactor compact towards each other, rather than employing a one movable wall strategy, which would rely on the anchored stability, to say nothing of the strength, of the other non-movable wall to crush trash more effectively? Number three, why does this trash compactor compact trash so slowly, with such difficulty, once the resistance of a thin metal rod is introduced? Surely metal Death Star pieces are among the main items of trash in need of compacting. Why, it thus stands to reason that a trash compactor would have been better designed to handle a piece of a skinny piece of metal. While I hate to be the sort of person who said I told you so, I'd be remiss if I didn't point out that a one movable wall system would have improved performance. Number four, why does the trash compactor only compact trash sideways? Once ejected to space, the flattened living room-sized and extremely solid planes of trash that result from such a primitive, undirectional trash compactor pose serious hazards for Empire starships in the vicinity. Number five, and what of the creature that lives in the trash compactor? Presumably, the creature survives because the walls do not extend all the way down to the floor. Elsewise, the creature would be killed each time the trash is compacted. The design employed on the Death Star must allow the organic trash to filter down to the bottom, where this parasitic worm-like creature devours it. But what happens when inorganic pieces of trash filter down there? Would such trash not get wedged under the doors, causing them to malfunction? Do stormtroopers have to battle this creature each time they must retrieve pieces of uncompacted trash? Number six, why not have separate systems for organic and inorganic trash, thus allowing full compaction of the inorganics and a closed, sanitary system for our organics? Number seven, why does the Empire care, anyway, about its organic garbage output? Are we to believe that the Empire, a group of individuals bent on controlling the entire known universe, are also concerned about its environmental issues? Would organic garbage even rot in space? So what? Furthermore, why has the Empire gone to all this trouble of acquiring a frightening parasitic worm-like creature to have it devour all the organic trash, especially with the aforementioned design flaws in the compactor and the overall maintenance hassles? Number eight. Personally, if it were up to me, I would have designed special garbage ships to handle this trash, instead of employing a crude, cumbersome, and inefficient, to say nothing of unsanitary compactor worm come out to deal with this trash. Number 9, if the Empire insists on ejecting trash, why bother compacting it? Space is infinite, is it not? In such an environment, it hardly matters what size the trash is. In fact, my friends, a persuasive argument can be made that it's actually better for the trash to take up more space so that it appears on radar systems as something for the Empire starships to avoid. Because compacted trash creates smaller chunks of harder trash that would undoubtedly cause serious damage to these Empire starships. And needless to say, damage to starships would in turn create more hassles and headaches for the Empire. Please understand, gentle listener, I am all for creating hassles and headaches for the Empire. I just doubt that the Empire would have made so many for themselves. Thank you.